Alright, what's up, guys? We're just gonna get right into it. Because I'm all ready to go. Alright, I'm gonna jump in my VC. Alright, I think we should be set. Music is a bit loud. Hold on. I don't know why the music is way too loud. Give me a second. Actually, the music's fine. I don't know. Alright, I think we should be ready. Alright, let me actually open up my game. Let me actually open up chat too while we're at it. Look, there's a bunch of things I should have opened up. Alright, we're just gonna chill. There's like me just playtesting. That's kind of the real plan at the moment. Yeah, it's kind of where we're at. Hey, that's me. I'm the tank. As you know. What do you know? It's a bit early. I get that. So I'm just like waiting. I'm just like waiting for people. Let me know if the live's actually working. Could be possible too that we're not even live, so yeah. Well, let me get my controller out. As I do have controller support enabled. It's actually way better than I thought it was, so yeah. Because I don't want to break my hands, you know? That would really suck. Hold on, I don't like this. See what I just did there? The silver bullet is better now. Just saying. Hold on a sec. I can barely hear you if you're in here. Yeah, I think my music is way too loud. Hold on. Is somebody actually in here? Hold on. Should probably like do this first. Or am I playing some other audio? Like, what is the deal here? My music will be like way too loud if I did that. Let's be real. Let's see.
Hi,
Hey,
Deb.
hey, how's it going? It's been a while. How's your vacation or holiday? I guess that's what you guys call it there, right? A holiday, vacation.
Yes, same thing. Yeah, we use both words. We use both words. Um, so I may as well tell the truth. You know, because I think honesty is the best policy. Actually, like it was started out fine. It was actually really, Fuerteventura is this nice, beautiful little Spanish island, right? Um, in the Atlantic Ocean. Really beautiful, beautiful weather. And I was there with with a friend of mine. Unfortunately, from the end of the very first day, my friend started behaving like a complete prick.
Hey, thanks for the lurk. And also, as a
Sorry.
prick.
Yeah, he started behaving really badly. Um, and my friend started basically having a go at me, right, and being like really mean to me about stuff, right?
The F?
Yeah. And it was like, so it was like, all right. I mean, basically we end up ending the first day. We'd had a really nice evening, went out for dinner, had a really nice evening, right? And then he ended up like, getting angry with me and being rude. And we ended up having an argument. And then the next day it was like fine. But then he just kept on doing it, right? For like the next 3 days.
Jesus,
Like
dude.
he kept on being nasty to me about all kinds of things. Like, yeah, it really sucked, right? And then eventually I was like, I've had enough of this. So I decided to go home early.
Oh,
So
wait, so you're supposed to have. Oh, so you're. Damn, bro. Yeah,
yeah,
sometimes you gotta
yeah,
dip, you gotta
yeah.
like you gotta hit the hit. Wait, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've never been in that position. I hope I
Well, it's
never
like
will
if
be.
yeah, no, I hope you never will be as well. Like if you're in a situation where you're with somebody and like you're just arguing all the time because that person's being really like antagonistic and like what else can you do except leave?
Just buy a
Do you know
plane
what I mean?
ticket.
That's what I did
That's
basically.
literally what you
So
do.
yeah, um, mm,
Okay.
I mean, I'll just give you like one example of like what he did, right? On like, so we arrived on Tuesday, right? We had an argument Tuesday night, right? And then Wednesday, but we kind of made up Tuesday night, and everything was cool. And then I went to bed, woke up. I woke up in the middle of the night and like made myself some food in the kitchen. We were in an Airbnb, right? And after I'd like made food in the kitchen and had a cup of coffee, I went back. I cleaned up, like I wiped all the surfaces. I like tidied everything up in the kitchen, and I left the kitchen in a perfectly reasonable state, right? Like there was nothing wrong with the kitchen at all, right? And I went to bed, and then I woke up at like 8 o'clock in the next morning, and I went into the kitchen. First thing the guy says to me when I walk into the kitchen is like, "Wow, Russell, I'm really amazed about your work in the kitchen."
Uh, sounds kind of
Right?
like sounds kind of
Yeah,
threatening.
yeah. Like he was being nasty. He's like, "You've made a mess of the kitchen." And I like looked at the kitchen and like there was nothing wrong. Do you know what I mean? There was nothing wrong with the kitchen. He was just being completely nuts. And he was having a go at me. Like we were on holiday and he's like having a go at me for not cleaning the kitchen. What the
But wait,
fuck?
you just did clean the kitchen.
I know.
I don't get it.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Where do
It
I
was
even begin
crazy.
with this, dude? This is weird. Like, this
So
has never
yeah.
happened. Alright. Damn, but
Yeah.
look, but at least,
Yeah.
it could have
Yeah.
been more toxic. At least you escaped that toxic
Yeah.
cesspool,
Yes.
whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I escaped and like it's okay. I mean at least I saw Fortaventura. Fortaventura was beautiful, right? Um it was nice to go and see somewhere else in the world. So
It's one of
yeah,
those situations. It
yeah,
started out
yeah,
great, but it ended up
mm,
just tanking. But at least there's some
mm,
redeemable moments.
exactly. Yeah,
That's
actually,
the
I
suggest.
got really I got really homesick. Mm,
Yeah, I would too. I mean, as much as I like hot weather, like I still like where I live. I still like New York.
yeah, yeah.
It's a good place.
Do you live near the city or do you just live
Oh, everyone asked me this. No, I live on the other side of the state, Buffalo.
right? Okay. Yep, yep,
If
yep.
you know who Keemstar is, apparently he and I are from the same city.
Hmm,
Is this big drama YouTuber?
okay.
Interesting guy, I'll say the least. He made a bunch of videos on Jake Paul. I mean,
Okay.
and he's from Buffalo. Like holy shit, that's pretty cool.
Okay.
All right. Anyway,
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's right. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, well, because New York is the city, but New York State is actually a lot bigger than that, right?
yeah, New York
So,
State is like New York State is basically it's different from New York City. New York City is big enough to be its own state. I'm just gonna say it.
right.
Like,
I think Washington D.C. is its own state, right? And it's just a city,
it's not really a state. It's more of like a municipality, I guess. I
right?
don't know.
Right.
Washington D.C. is weird.
Mm,
It's a
mm.
city, but it's the capital of the country. They're thinking
Mm.
about talking about making it a state for voting purposes, but I don't know if they will ever. I don't want to get into that. It's too complicated.
Too complicated. Yeah. Yeah. I'm watching. Yeah, I'm watching your screen, and you're playing Bubble Tank Frenzy.
What do you think of my
Hmm?
PNG tube avatar?
Yes, I like it. I like it. The little tank,
It reacts whenever I say words.
right?
Whenever I say anything, it like eh, I hate showing my. I used to do face game streams, but now I'm just like I don't know. Like there's just so much setup that goes into it. I have to set up my desk. I have to make sure my hair's like in good
Right.
order.
Right.
I have to
Yeah.
like. I haven't even shaved in so long. I know it's kind of hard to imagine me with a beard, but it happens.
Yes. Beards happen. I know, and we can't control them.
Someone said I look like Tyler One, which I'm actually honored. I'm just not good at League of Legends, so that'll never happen.
Is that someone from
Hello.
League of Legends?
League of Legends is like, yeah. So Tyler, his name is LOL Tyler. He's like, he got big off of League of Legends.
Right. Lol
He
Tyler.
lol Tyler.
Right.
um, and apparently, like, he has the same headset as I did at one point, and
Right.
same like buzz cut. And somebody said I
Right.
look like him, and I was like,
I see.
interesting.
I see.
I mean, that's
Oh,
good because he's pretty big in his own right.
yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah, he's a masculine lad. I'd post a silly picture, but I won't. I won't.
I suck at
Um,
League though.
right.
That's not
I've
really
I've ne- sorry.
like I played Warcraft 3, um, and I used to be really into that game.
Hmm?
I might stream that again. I actually have the Reforged version. A lot of people hate Reforged, but as far as like that kind of game, that's like literally
Right.
the only kind of game I
Hmm.
played. That's like RTS. I don't is League an RTS? I don't know, but yeah, I heard the
It's
community
not.
is very.
It's a MOBA. So League of Legends is a MOBA,
What is this?
multiplayer online battle arena.
Not gonna lie, that actually kind of sounds fun, but the community is very toxic. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to get into that.
Well, because it's competitive, you see. So
Of
you know,
course.
yeah.
Okay,
My
so let's see. Um, we're talking about Steam page. Steam page.
yeah, yeah. Um, sorry, my fellow developer is just messaging me a second.
Yeah, do your thing. I'm gonna be
No, that's
streaming
fine.
for like a couple of hours anyway, so this is just
Yeah,
like, and YouTube VODs live on forever, so as long as we don't talk about anything super sensitive, it's fine.
sure. Yeah, sure, sure. We shall respect each other's privacy
Hell yeah.
and everybody else's privacy, and be very civil and friendly. Which I like being. I like being civil and friendly.
I do
Being
too.
civil
I
and
like being good
friendly is
faith.
good. Sorry.
I like being good faith.
Yeah, yeah, man. Like, you know, there's too much disagreement in the world already. Why add to it? You know?
Yeah, this is why I don't talk politics anymore. I did that for a bit,
Right,
but I was like,
right.
I'm all this negativity is like giving me migraines, and it's like, dude,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
enjoy it. I would rather just jump in a video game and just live in a video game. Why do you think I've been
Mm.
playing Skyrim so much? Yeah,
To escape
it actually
into in.
does, dude. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
even
yeah,
joking. It actually does
yeah.
provide that escapism.
Mm.
I kind of regret doing this. Actually, do I
Yeah,
really? I don't know. On my YouTube channel, in my
yeah,
post
yeah,
section, I asked people, "Hey, what should I play next?"
yeah.
Oblivion, Tainted
Right,
Grail, Fall of Avalon, and Fallout 4.
right.
An
Yeah, okay.
overwhelming majority of people said Fallout 4, and I'm like, I mean, it's not a bad game. I liked Fallout 4, but I really want to play Tainted Grail. I kind of wish I didn't take the
Right.
poll. I kind of wish I just went with my gut, but
You know what? You know what could be fun though. You know what could be fun is if you play Fallout 4, you could play you could play Fallout 4 the London mod because there's a whole mod for it, an expansion called Fallout London,
oh, I
right?
heard about
And it
that. Divaderman, what's
where
up? Oh,
is he? Hello,
he's on YouTube. I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube.
right? I shall go to your YouTube and say hello to Di Bateman. Oh, I think you're there. No. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Have you ever played Fallout 4?
I played through the main story use in the Brotherhood of Steel,
Right.
Brotherhood of Steel faction.
Right. So you have played it.
So I did play Fall. I played the main quest, but on Xbox. So I am familiar with how the game functions and everything. It's basically like it's made by Bethesda, um, and I think I did a PC playthrough once a long time ago. The shorts did really well, the remixes. So I know there's like demand for it.
I mean, the thing that is a good idea about playing popular games is that you'll get people who are like into those games. You know?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. You know,
But the
like if you, yeah,
the problem is, like there's two things, right? It has to be popular, and I have to like playing it naturally. Like I have to actually
yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
because otherwise, that's the thing. A lot of people burn out, and playing video games feels like a chore if I don't enjoy what I'm playing. But even like like Apex Legends or Fortnite or whatever, I don't enjoy those games.
Mm,
Yes, would they get me views? Maybe, but do I enjoy
yeah,
playing them? Not really. So two of those things has to be true in
yeah.
order for me to like, yeah. And I found more
But it would be
enjoyment.
sad. It would be sad if you were playing Fortnite. I mean,
Ugh.
that would be kind of sad, to be honest.
I actually did play Fortnite, and that was to help a fellow game dev, because
Mm,
he builds Fortnite maps, and I never played Fortnite ever, so that was like my
right.
first time playing Fortnite, believe it or not. Um, and I'll be honest with you,
Mm,
it was okay. I got copyright for some of the music I played in there on
right.
YouTube. YouTube is so like stupid with copyright music.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, a friend of mine is a UEFN dev, and he's trying to get me to play it, and I'm like, no, I'm not playing. I'm not going to install Fortnite. It's not going to happen.
I do like the battle arena mode. Like the sphere gets smaller and smaller.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
want to make sure I did play Roman's game yesterday. It's a
Mm,
uh friend of the channel, Roman Lyko. He's working on a wizard game. I don't know if
Okay.
you saw the stream yesterday, but I was playing that until my left hand started to break. Not
Were
his
you
fault.
were you playing Yap Yap?
Oh yeah, I was playing Yap Yap Saturday,
Right.
and but the game I'm talking, the indie wizard game,
Okay.
Untitled, doesn't even have a name yet. The community it's parodied as Untitled Wizard Game,
Okay.
and that's inspired from Helldivers 2. More specifically, the stratagems in Helldivers 2. You know that you use the
Okay.
arrow keys to summon certain spells and stratagems and whatnot.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I
So,
see.
hell, and so he thought that was kind of cool to make a magic system with that.
Yeah.
Like you don't
Yeah.
have any spells selected, but then you select the stratagem, and it uses some part of your mana, and
Yeah.
you're pretty much stuck with that spell. And well, you can pick new
Yeah.
spells, but depending on your
Yeah.
mana. The boss towards the end of it was a bit unscaled, so he said he's going to work on that. But the
Hmm.
idea for me is just to play test his game to provide feedback and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I do have fun
Oh,
playing
so
other people's games. Not gonna
yeah.
lie.
Sorry, I missed it.
No, no,
I would
you're
have like.
yeah, nah. But I just want to say, the VOD's always there if you want to check it out. It's pretty fun. I was having a lot of
Mm,
fun with it, and towards the end, I'm just gonna say what happens. My left
Yeah.
hand, I get severe arthritis. Not his fault.
Oh. No.
This is why I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
play with
Yeah.
keyboard and mouse.
Yeah.
But yeah, it worked out pretty well. So the reason I'm mentioning his game is because
Mm, yeah.
in Fortnite you have the sphere that just collapses, right? I feel
Yeah.
like his game can kind of use that same treatment. I
Right.
don't know. I should have mentioned that yesterday. I wanted to say it, but I never did for whatever reason. So I'm saying it now. So better late than ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure you can mention it to him next time you see him.
Oh crap! I did see him today. He was streaming today. I didn't mention it there. Dang it.
So
Okay.
you say you've got problems with your um wrists or your hands.
Yeah, my left hand. My pinky finger. I mean,
So is it your are you left or right-handed?
right.
You're right-handed. So is it your keyboard hand or your mouse hand?
My keyboard hand, I guess. I suppose.
It's your keyboard hand then. Yeah. Yeah, because what I was going to say, because I was getting wrist pain primarily in my mouse hand, right? But then I changed to a vertical mouse,
A
right?
vertical mouse.
Yeah, so you can get ergonomic mice that are like vertical instead of like, because with a normal mouse, with a normal standard mouse, you like twist your wrist for it to sit on the mouse, right? And this is kind of like an unnatural twist in the wrist, right? So you can get vertical mice. There's quite a few of them on the market. They're called ergonomic vertical mice,
Wait, that
and it
sounds
just
interesting.
it totally cured the pain
I
in my
gotta.
in my in my mouse in my mouse hand wrist, right? My right wrist. I'm right-handed as well, right?
We'll see if I can
Um,
cop one from Amazon. We'll see.
so I can recommend one to you,
Ooh,
which is called it's called the Seeker Deluxe, and it's the one I use, and it's absolutely brilliant. Oh man, it's so comfortable. It's so comfortable. Yeah.
wow, these bubbles are kicking my ass. Not even joking. Not
I'm
even
just
joke.
checking.
So
Right.
the gist of Bubble Shooter, my inspiration for Bubble Shooter or Bubble Tank Frenzy was Bubble Shooter Pro. I don't think I told you this story, but it does bear repeating. So
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody here knows what Facebook is. Okay, if you don't know what Facebook is, well, they call it Meta now, and it's
Yeah.
made by that robot Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah. Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So okay, now Facebook has a thing called Facebook Gaming, and it's really just like mobile games that you can play on the web. And this one game that I can't stop playing when I start is
Yeah.
called Bubble Shooter Pro. And the rules of Bubble Shooter Pro is to destroy bubbles. Now you
Yes.
might be like, okay, that's a pretty good goal. Um, and basically, until the bubbles reach the bottom of the floor, and
Yes.
I was severely addicted to that from 2021 to, well, currently. I don't know why I started talking in past tense because I have been playing that all this morning. More
So
than
you're still addicted to it.
yes,
Is what you're trying to tell us, right?
yes, and also, and there's no evidence of this,
Mm,
and I'm just firing from the hip, speaking in speculation. I realize like Facebook has been, disconnecting their live streams, right?
mm,
So essentially, like
okay.
your old live streams will
Mm,
like disappear. They
I
don't
see.
like keep the recordings up anymore,
Right.
and you know they've been cutting a bunch of departments in order to hype up AI data centers. Okay,
Yeah.
and my theory is
Mm,
if they're willing to just destroy infrastructure to accommodate for AI, you heard of the layoffs,
yeah.
I'm sure. What's
Sure.
to stop
Yeah.
them from just shutting down Facebook gaming? Like I wouldn't
I
put it.
mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I before you say like yeah, it's $1 billion company and stuff. Yeah, I mean that's true, but
Mm,
I mean, so was some of the other critical infrastructures.
yeah.
They're gonna justify anything to like make space for AI, the AI
Mm,
craze.
mm,
So, and Facebook is the only place you can play Bubble Shooter Pro on. So if Bubble Shooter Pro disappears from Facebook, where am I gonna play it? I literally like had anxiety attacks because Facebook was down one day and I couldn't access Bubble Shooter Pro.
Dude, you're very strongly addicted to this game, bro.
Yeah. So here's what I want to do. Hey, Leica,
Yeah.
how you doing? Welcome to the stream. All right. So here's what I wanted to do. Now I could sit there and just like I wanted to find a game like this on Steam, which is what I tried to
Mm,
do in
mm,
2022.
mm,
There is a bubble shooter game, but it doesn't match the same like
mm.
what you want to call it
Quality.
craziness, the quality, yeah,
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
Facebook
Mm,
game.
mm.
And this game is clearly abandoned when I saw it. So I was like, you know what? I have game development skills. I'm just
Yeah.
and like this was like the tank idea came later on, but like once I got comfortable with Unity, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna build it. I'm just gonna build a bubble shooter game that matches the same quality as Bubble Shooter Pro. And
Yes.
so this game
Right.
was
Yeah.
born.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome.
Can a
Yeah.
fellow
Right.
Nord
Yeah.
get some mead? Yeah, of course. Hey, welcome back. I gotta be careful giving Nords mead because I'll end up in that weird quest. I haven't encountered like this happened like in my early Skyrim playthrough. I
I
was
see.
married to a Falmer, or was it a hag?
Right.
Was one of those things. It was
Or
weird,
maybe
trippy.
both. Bit of polygamy.
Ugh,
I'm just joking. Don't worry, God.
wouldn't put it past Bethesda. Maybe. Yeah. So
Todd Howard actually has 12 wives.
maybe.
I'm,
Okay.
I'm only
So
joking. I'm joking, God. Yeah.
Todd Howard, if you're watching this, finish Elder Scrolls 6. The world depends on it. Oh, and also, yeah, that's the thing. Now, the reasoning for building Bubble Tank Frenzy is to save Bubble Shooter Pro
Right.
and make a better game inspired. It's basically my tribute to it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and yeah, the only game I've been really working on is this one here. So, it's
Well, you know what they say. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
yeah,
So there you go. You are truly a fan of
Bubble Shooter Pro.
Tank, Bubble Shooter Pro that you've gone so far as to build it again in Unity. I mean, do you feel that your game is as good? Are you
I'm working on it.
yeah?
There's still
Yeah.
things I want to add. Essentially,
Okay.
like a UI fire screen.
Okay.
It does have the survival, Vampire Survivor like element to it,
Okay.
so it's definitely
Mm,
there.
mm,
Um, let's see. I'm still like trying to like I want to do like a color bubble that just pops every single bubble of that color. So that's like a multicolor bubble.
Okay.
Like when you hit a so like, say for instance, I don't know how delayed the stream is, but when
Mm,
you hit a camouflage, or let's pick a blue bubble here,
mm,
pretty much every blue bubble will
mm.
pop in that map, and it will just like zoom out. So something like that would be kind of cool.
Cool.
Full
Mm,
credit to a fellow YouTube viewer, Nicked, who's
yeah.
also a mod. He shows up when he's awake.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nicked. Um, he talked about like, hey, like when I showed him Bubble Shooter Pro, he was like, bubbles can move more. So yeah, there's definitely work to be done, and I'm always
Yeah.
looking for useful feedback.
Mm.
Um,
Well, is he saying that he feels that the bubbles should be faster?
no, 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 he's saying like bubbles should be like spaced out more. Like there should be like a more
Oh,
of
I
a
see.
shock wave, and that's the
Right.
thing. Like
Mm.
that's the and he's 100% correct about that.
Right. Okay. Okay.
And that's
Mm.
what I got working lately.
Mm.
Here, let me play a different level. It's more noticeable in the vampire survivals. Actually, I guess I could make it more extreme here. Now that I got the piercing bullet working. Okay, let's see.
This
Um,
looks great. This looks great, dude. This is so good. This is so good.
See, all those hours I spent in Bubble Shooter Pro, it paid
Mm.
off.
Right.
I really love this game, dude. I want it to survive. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, good. Good. You're clearly very passionate about it. I admire that. I respect that.
There's an
That's awesome. Yeah.
there's a I do have another game idea, and it's inspired by Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3's Resistance mode. It's the
Okay.
survival. It's basically like it's not zombies, but it's like waves of enemies that you have to fight.
Mm,
Modern Warfare 3, the OG one, not the new one. I haven't
mm,
played the new
mm.
one, but the original Modern Warfare had like a survival mode. There's like three
Right.
maps, and you
All right.
can do like co-op, and you can call in different upgrades. I kind of want to bring that back to this, not this game, but like uh, a first-person shooter of similar art style to this game. So that'd be kind of interesting. A wave-based survival mode.
Cool.
So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just taking what I love and just preserving it. That's my motivation for game development, basically.
I mean,
Re-
it's basically this. It's basically the same for me, to be honest.
yeah, like we got to do our
Um,
part to preserve what's great.
yeah, like I all of the games that I've built really have been inspired by other games that I've played that I've loved, and I'm like I wanna build a game that's like the game that I loved. So it keeps that gameplay loop alive, right, and popular, and to share that joy. Don't no run, don't die, don't die. To share
Oh,
that joy
I'll
with other
never
people.
die.
Yeah.
My headphones were. Yeah, this is
Mm.
why I said I needed a haircut because my headphone,
Mm.
my ears were a bit itchy. It's kind of hard to like scratch. And
So you have a huge afro at the moment, Nep.
eh, kind of an afro, kind of like uh,
Like an untrimmed hedge.
basically. I don't really know how to describe it. This is why I don't do face cams, so people don't have to see how ridiculous I look.
If you ever see someone who's got a bad haircut, you have to say to them, "Gee, your haircut looks like you lost a fight with a lawnmower."
Yeah, I'd be surprised if I could actually get a lawnmower that can cut hair. That'd be kind of cool. Not even
Yeah.
joking. Okay,
Actually, I think at CES, the latest tech show, there was an AI controlled barber.
an AI controlled barber. That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the Steam page.
Sure.
I know
Yeah.
nothing about like the art for it anyway.
Okay. Okay.
What should I know about like what attracts people?
Right, okay. I mean, so at the end of the day, right, you have to put a what's called a main capsule on your Steam page, which is the image like when you go onto a Steam page, you'll see the main window is like the trailer, right? or screenshots, and then on the right of that you've got like a little sort of rectangular image, right? That's like, the kind of the game image, the game front page art, right? But it's just a small rectangular image, and that's called the main capsule, right? And
Mm.
you really want that capsule. Obviously, you want it to stand out. You want it to be original. You want it to be interesting looking. Um, you want to have the game name in that image, and you want to have a piece of title art, right? So you want to basically essentially have like a title art or a title logo, right? That is essentially like the title of your game, right? So your game is called Bubble Tank Frenzy.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you had any like graphic design artist or artists like turn your game name Bubble Tank Frenzy into like an artistic title,
Not
like an
really.
art, right?
I
Okay,
was planning on it earlier, but
hmm?
never got around to it, sadly.
Yeah. So it's something you kind of want like a graphic designer or an artist to do, right? And I'm happy to say I can do that for you. So
Hell yeah.
that's something I could do. I mean, I've made titles. I've made graphical titles for loads of games now, actually. Well, how many games? So, my first game, Mecha Mayhem, Alice Astra, Mythrealm, Assault and Proxima. Yeah, so at least like five. I've done it for like 5 games now. I might even have done others that I can't remember. So, I did my other friend's Steam page. So his game is just got on Steam recently. It's called Tour de Farm. It's a farm based racing game. Very fun.
A
So
farm
yeah,
based
so
racing game.
yeah. So it's my friend Dan. He's from Seattle, and he runs a farm up in Seattle, and on his farm. Occasionally, he puts on parties like racing parties in real life on his farm, where people come down and like race like dirt bikes and quads.
I
You
always
know, you
wanted to
know what?
race it. I always wanted to
Sorry.
race a dirt bike when I was younger.
Cool.
Kind of
Yeah.
scares me.
Well, I'm sure if you practice a bit, it's not too dangerous.
Well, it's that the motorcycles are dangerous.
Yeah, they can be. Yeah, they can be.
Yeah.
You don't want to fall off, right? You don't want to fall off. But so my friend Dan is building a video game
What's up,
based on the
Midnight? How are you doing? Midnight on YouTube. Welcome to the channel. Or welcome to the
cool.
stream. Welcome. Well, you've been here for a while, so I don't know. I never know how to, like. It's weird saying, like, welcome to the channel because you get people returning and stuff. I don't know. I always mess that up.
It's okay. You'll
Yeah.
you'll find it. It's just a matter of being friendly, isn't it?
Heck yeah. I'm always friendly.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's one thing. So there's the main capsule, which is like the main art. So you probably want to like have some artwork in the main capsule that's like it's midnight. Welcome midnight.
So the main capsule is, like, essentially a TLDR visual representation of your game.
That's exactly correct. It's exactly correct. And you want that one image to kind of show what your game is and what your game is about. So I guess, I mean, off the top of my head, what I would suggest is that you have a picture of your tank, right? And then you have a picture of Bubbles, and you have sort of like bullets or ammunition coming out of the tank and like blowing up Bubbles and having like explosions and stuff in the background, and then like and then the title, Bubble Tank Frenzy, in like cool, interestingly designed, um, with an interesting like font, right? Um, yeah, it
Let's
will look awesome.
see.
It will look very cool.
As far as fun, that's an interesting idea. Tank actually shooting bubbles with bullets, and essentially it spell. I guess it could like. There's also like splatter effects. So splatter, I guess, could spell bubble tank frenzy. Like it would actually
Right.
say bubble tank frenzy instead of numbers like it's showing now.
Yeah.
Actually, that's definitely a good starting point.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Right.
are
So
there
so there's
boosts
like
for tank? Maybe you can level up. Are there boosts for tank? Maybe you can level up. Just a thought. I have thought about that. Like I'm thinking like making the area of effect bubble a bullet bigger. I even thought about adding a currency system to this too. So, um, I have to research a couple of other things more, but those are the ones that like stand out more. Uh,
yeah.
and also like a health upgrade. Definitely need a health upgrade for these, because some of these levels are kind of brutal, and I think something as simple as a health upgrade would solve a lot of problems. And also shield upgrade. Shields take absorb more bullets. Yeah, those are the ones that stand out.
You're
Um,
definitely having like power ups. Having power ups for the tank would be awesome.
oh yeah, yeah, I could definitely add more power ups. I do have power ups actually. So this right here is a score multiplier.
Yeah.
Oh, I won. Let's go back to another level.
Oh my god, that's a lot of bubbles. So yeah, so that's one of the artworks, and that's a great idea. Like the bubbles are exploding, and then out of the explosion, the words are like bursting out. Bubble tank frenzy, right?
Change the
Um,
color of your tank. Like cause yeah, that's not a bad idea. Like essentially that's a little harder to implement. I have to research it, but yeah, I can definitely get that in there.
I think
Uh,
changing the color of your tank should be quite easy.
Give players an
Um,
option.
I mean, it could just be as simple as like switching the material,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Yeah,
that's the way that stands out to me.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
And changing the color of the texture,
Texture
that kind of stuff.
colors.
Yeah. So apart from the main capsule on the front of the Steam page, right? You also have to have like quite a lot of other graphical assets, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and what they are really is they're really just different versions. Most of them, there's about 10 of them that you have to have for the Steam page. And most of them are really just, you know, the same as they're essentially the same as the main capsule that goes on the front page, but they're like with different image dimensions, right? And with different title placements. Um, and those other capsules are intended to go at different locations around the Steam page. So you'll have like a an image for your like Steam library. You'll have like an image for like when the game is listed, like a very small image for when the game is listed in a long list of other games, like in the search results, for example. Um, so you have to sort of do about 10 more images, but they're really all just kind of reinterpretations of the main capsule. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you want like essentially what you're saying is you want it to like stand out. So if somebody searches your
Yeah,
game, like they just type
yeah,
something random or whatever, it'll
yeah.
just like pick an alternate image that might hit a different tune in somebody's mind. And I'll prompt them to like
Uh,
click on it.
um, so that's not why you have multiple different images, right? You have multiple different images is because the public art or the image representation of your game, the graphical representation of your game will be displayed in multiple different locations on Steam, right? Because Steam has lots of different like windows where you can view games, right? For example, you can view a game in your library, right? In your library tab. right? Where your games are organized in your library, but your library is not going to display the same images as, for example, the search results on the Steam search. Does that make sense?
Oh, so like smaller image for where
Yes.
depending on where
Yeah. Yeah, so
where it
like
is.
if you're looking at the game in your library, you may see a larger image, right? Or you'll see like a large sort of vertical rectangular image. And then whereas if you see it in search results, if you see your game in search results, it may just be a very small like a pretty small horizontal rectangular image. So you basically have to supply Steam with all of the different images to fit in the different locations of Steam.
And they
Yeah.
make it easy for you to do that, right?
Yes, it's not
It's
difficult.
like
It's
plug and
just
play.
I mean well so what they do is they provide you with image templates,
Oh, okay,
right?
okay.
Right?
Yeah.
They provide you with a set of image templates and then it's up to you, or an artist that you hire, right? To fill in those templates, right? To do some, some graphic design to present the game. Yeah?
That's basically the idea of
Yeah.
art presenting the game.
Yeah. Mm.
All right. So
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
so far I got capsule art, which is just like a TLDR visual representation of the game.
Yeah.
And then we got the different types of images depending on where the game is like
Mm.
shown from, whether that be the
So they're
library page or somewhere else.
Yeah, so they're also called capsules. So the main capsule is the capsule that goes on your front page, the rectangular image that goes on your front page, and then you have the library capsule, the hero capsule, the there's a few of them. I can bring it up, and they're all just variations of your main capsule, with different image dimensions, right? So that they can be pasted around the Steam page, right? Let me find it. The image assets. Yeah. So you've got the header capsule, the main capsule, vertical capsule, small capsule, right? Yeah, yeah, that's right. And then you've got your library logo and your library capsule, etc., etc. Right.
I still need a logo for this game. I'm not sure if it's like a single bubble or let's see, Bubble Shooter Pro is like and I mentioned Bubble Shooter Pro a lot again for those who are
Yeah.
just coming in because it's the game that set Bubble Tank Frenzy wouldn't exist if it weren't for Bubble Shooter Pro. I
Hmm,
can confidently say that.
hmm,
And so Bubble Shooter Pro's logo is literally just like all the bubble colors showing up, and there's
hmm.
really no tank in there. I would do a tank shooting a bubble. Yeah, that's perfect. Midnight nailed it. A tank shooting bubbles.
Sure.
That's
Sure.
actually pretty simple because it actually tells the story of what this game is. Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
yes, I love it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't think of anything else, but yeah, that's perfect.
Hmm, yeah. So I
Um,
mean, yeah, yeah. So I mean, that's what I was. I mean, I can do that. I can do that for you. I can set up a scene, right? In 3D with bubbles and your tank and some VFX for like the bullets and the explosions, right? And then
absolutely.
design like a text logo, right? So like your game name, I Bubble Tank Frenzy, but like with like a cool exciting 3D font, right? That's like exploding out of one of the bubbles. Yeah.
Also, I haven't checked my Steam. Like I went through the approval process.
Yeah.
They made me like stand on the Empire State Building, taking a picture of my driver's license, and you get the
Right.
idea. Uh,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
um,
yeah.
so now I should just be able to create a Steam page from there, right? Do you have upgrades for the tank shooting bubbles, like more damage? Um, mm, not currently, no, but I should add like an area of effect damage. I think what I could do is like the higher your streaks are, the higher the area of effect is. That shouldn't be that hard to add. I feel like something like or like a perma upgrade or more bullets. Hmm. I don't. I could like increase the firing range. I do have a homing bullets. I brought them back. Oh come on. My gun overheated.
Or higher rate of fire.
Yes, that would definitely be a big plus, especially right now. But
Yeah.
you got to be careful with that though, because it would easily reset your streak. I did have like
What?
infinite fire, but the problem is, well, there wasn't really a problem. I just thought it would make the game like too easy or just too chaotic. But I guess that could be like in Mass Effect 1, you have like a overkill for the assault rifle, and the idea is you can fire infinite rounds as long as the power up is activated. So I could add something like that here.
Yeah.
So that'd be kind of cool.
The game you like is Bubble Shooter Pro.
Bubble Shooter Pro.
Yeah. No, I'm looking at it. I mean, I think your game already looks kind of superior because your game is proper is full 3D, right?
Isometric,
Whereas
but
like
yeah, yeah.
right, but you got a full 3D world, right?
The art style is inspired from Wind Waker.
Yeah.
I like cartoons. People do like options, that is true. Okay, so that's a good starting point, right? Um, as far as like capsule art goes. Now, I was gonna ask you something. I kind of lost my train of thought. Oh, yes, that.
Yeah.
I can just go ahead and create the Steam page proper, right? The approval process kind of like drained me a bit, so I never revisited Steam. I hope there's like
Right.
no like expiration date. Oh, you got to create a Steam page by this
No.
time. Okay, good, good.
No. Yeah, you take as long as you like.
Thanks, Midnight.
I mean,
Yeah.
if
Okay.
Midnight has excellent taste, so if she thinks it's good, it must be awesome.
Yeah, Midnight has played a bunch of like roguelikes.
Mm.
Halls of Torment, Heroes of Hammerwatch. I wouldn't say Oblivion is a roguelike, but uh, Vampire Survivor, Megabonk. Those are all good games. So yeah, Midnight definitely knows games.
Midnight, the pro gamer,
There's one thing that I still
professional
remember.
gamer.
Yeah, there's still one thing I remember to this day. Essentially, like a challenge mode. Like, hey, you gotta
Mm,
pop this number of green bubbles, this number of red bubbles, this number. It just has like a
mm,
random like optional objective.
mm.
Um, which honestly is not a bad idea, and it's definitely something I'm gonna be working on next. It'll definitely make the challenges more interesting.
So when you were saying you went through the verification process with Steam, I mean you're talking about the financial verification process. That's when they like confirm your identity, confirm your
Yeah,
bank details, etc.
and
Yeah,
they even take $100 from you,
and they charge you $100. That's correct.
which I do imagine
Which
you get back if your game starts making money.
so the game so the $100 is refunded to you, right? As soon as your game sells $1,000 gross revenue, right? So
Mm,
if you sell your game for $10, right? If you sell your game for $10 and you sell 100 copies, which is $1,000 gross, then they'll refund you the $100. Yeah.
I'm not sure I want to make it as high as $10. Maybe like $5. I want to make this game accessible to as many people as possible.
Yeah, sure, sure. So I was just giving that as an example.
Yeah, but yeah, like
As yeah, so you could, yeah, I mean, you can make it as cheap or as, I mean, I mean, some people sell their games on Steam for like $1,500. They don't sell any copies, but it's funny.
yeah, I mean that's the thing with buyers and sellers. Like the thing with buyers, it's like how many people are there willing to pay the price? Like how many people are out there
Right.
actually willing to pay? That's like what determines that's what civilization is at its core. Like how many people are
Sure.
like this is something I learned from a YouTuber whose name I'm not going to name because they're pretty much banned everywhere, but they have really good like
Mm,
insights on stock markets and stuff.
mm,
Leafy's here, cough. Okay, so anyway, this person had a video on how stock markets work, and they gave me a pretty good example. Say you have like a iPhone that you sell for like 1,000, or you sell for like I don't know above market price. The
yeah,
reason why you don't get many sales is because there's not a lot of people out there who are willing to pay that price. Now you might be lucky and end up with one person who doesn't know they're being ripped off. But
yeah,
if you undersell at the market price, then
yeah,
you
yeah,
are going to get a huge influx of people who are willing to buy it. Now,
sure.
say you have iPhones, same quality, same build, you get the idea, and the iPhone sells for like, and then you oversell your iPhone, but there are people,
Mm,
the other sellers who are willing to sell their iPhone for like a less price.
yeah,
People who are not stupid with their money will actually buy
mm,
an iPhone at lower prices, right? No one's
sure.
that's why like you don't get sales. So if I sell a game, like the same thing goes back here. If you sell a game for $1,500,
Mm,
it better be a damn good game because like if it's like if
yeah,
if
yeah,
somebody
yeah.
made a game that was like I don't know, freaking the same kind of game, but you know,
Pong,
charge it
te-
less. Yeah, Pong. Say
Tetris. Yeah,
like
yeah,
yeah, a Tetris game.
yeah.
What exactly have you done with your Tetris game that justifies that high price point?
Mm, mm,
And if you can't answer that question, and if it's like literally copy and paste something you can generate from ChatGPT, and somehow
mm.
you made it on Steam, then honestly, like no one's gonna buy your game. I
Yeah, I
mean,
mean, really, so people who put their game on Steam for like $1,500, right? They're not doing it because they actually think their game is worth $1,500. They're just doing it in the hopes that some crazy person, some crazy rich person, will just buy their game for a joke.
like a trust fund kid,
Yeah,
basically.
we'll just buy the game for a joke, right? To just get, it's essentially just, begging for someone to give you, $1,000, right? Because there are people out there who've got like who've got so much money that they could just buy $1,000 game and not even notice, right? So
Yeah, like to them, money is nothing.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so
not like us mere mortals,
no,
where we
they live on a different frequency.
mm, mm,
Okay, so but that's the point. But yeah, like $5 is a good starting point, though. I do agree with that, and I do think. I mean, if I had like 50 levels or so, I guess I could mark it up to like $10 or something. But I need to have a good reason to justify that. I mean,
yeah,
this is like
yeah,
endless gameplay. If I make those changes and add more stuff and stuff, it could become a pretty rewarding gameplay in itself. Oh, another thing I want to mention, I am going to stream this after I release it too, so it'll just be another game that I stream, a
yeah,
mainstay, a
yeah,
mascot for my YouTube channel.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, I
yeah,
already made my
yeah.
tank that, so I might as well go through with the whole
Mm,
thing.
mm,
So,
mm. You could even change your name to Nepal v Bubble Tank, the bubble tanker. I don't know.
bubble
I'm just
tank,
talking. I'm just talking nonsense.
I mean, yeah, rebranding. I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, that.
No, it's probably not necessary.
I even like back when I don't know, I hadn't listed them. Is this game on Steam yet? Not to buy, but coming soon. No, that's what we're talking about now. Like I'm still in the process of like creating the Steam page. So we're just like I Dioto
Yeah.
is kind enough to lend me like, well, he's not doing it for free, but we're going through like the actual process to create the
But the
capsule
advice,
art.
the advice is for free. The advice is for free, but the work is not.
Yeah, the work. No, I would not accept
So,
this kind of work for free. Like this kind of like I don't. I still believe like people shouldn't work for free. Like you have to be compensated. So I would never accept your work for free. I mean,
thank you, Nip.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you're not a slave. You're not a slaver.
no, no. Slavery's bad.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, Nep has got me locked in his basement, right? And he's got a whip, and he's like, "Get my Steam page art done faster!" And cracks the whip. Get to work, slave. No, I'm being silly. No,
The
yeah, sorry.
the
I'm
reptilian
being
overlords demand it.
um, no, yeah. So I'm helping explain the process of getting the Steam page set up. Um, Yeah, so how explaining to Nepal how to set up the Steam page, and so basically, so you have to do your all of the capsule art, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You also you also have to have 10, or no, you don't have to have 10. It's between 5 and 10 screenshots, right, of your game,
like actual
of
screenshots, game.
actual screenshots of gameplay, right?
I'll have to update them
And
too. I bet.
yeah, you could. Yeah, absolutely. You can update them whenever you want, right? So you can start off with some very basic screenshots and improve them later if you want to, right? You also have a video trailer, right?
Hmm.
So you kind of want to aim for like between 30 seconds to like 1 minute 30 seconds trailer of the game, you know, which shows the title art and the gameplay, and anything else you want to put in the video. And then you also need to write the um, the main description, which is the which is 200 or 300 characters. So essentially one paragraph describing your game, right?
Oh, that I
So
can do.
yeah, yeah,
That should be pretty easy.
yeah, right. I mean, worst comes to worst, you could ask, you know, Gemini or ChatGPT to write it for you.
Ugh,
Or you can write it yourself. I would
Claude.
advise, I would, yeah, or Claude. Yeah, I would advise writing it yourself, or at least editing it yourself to make sure it sort of says what you want it to say, right?
I don't endorse any AI platform that generates
Mm.
art. Um,
Right, sure, yeah,
if you're the only justification I can use for AI art is like if you're
Mm,
using that
mm,
to communicate with an artist. That's pretty much it.
sure, yeah, sure, yeah, yeah,
Um, but
yeah,
for something more complex that requires human skill,
mm,
I think art there's certain things that should be in the human domain. Okay,
mm,
let's be
mm.
real. Now, is my tank AI generated? Yes. But do I want to have that replaced eventually? Also, yes.
Right,
But so,
sure, yeah.
you can also let people spend coins to buy changing the scenery, maybe. Changing the scenery? Oh, you mean like, hey, like unlock this level, you have to have like this many coins. Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
My favorite game of all time, Spyro. Not even joking. I do love Spyro. This is like one of the
yeah.
and I still have to like steal some stuff from there. I'm kidding. Don't sue me. Toys for Bob. If you're watching this, don't sue me. Actually, make Enter the Dragonfly and then sue me. Then you can decide if you want to or not. Just remake that game first, okay? Just spend your money on that instead of lawyers. Okay, that's beside the point. Um, I'm not joking about that. Remake Enter the Dragonfly, please. Okay, so what was I? Okay, so I do want to add like you know collectibles so that you can use to progress to the next area, you need to have like 10 collectibles, 5 collectibles. Enter the Dragonfly did this, and I think
Yeah,
every
yeah.
Spyro game has that like collectible requirement that you need
Mm.
to go to the next area. So I think I might do something like that. I'm not sure.
Watch out. Oh,
Yeah,
there's purple. Purple got to the end. There you go. Yeah.
my tank's on fire. Come on, red, blue, blue. Hi, blue. Okay.
Ah, I see. So the color that's the color of the orb is the one you have to shoot. Is
The
that right?
color of the orb.
The color of the bubble,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
bubble
yeah.
that's on your screen, the blue bubble, like, is the one you have to shoot.
Yeah, so the big bubble you see in the center of the screen is yellow, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
also the line, I
yeah.
don't know if you can see the line, that's also yellow.
Mm,
The
mm.
small bubble is like what we'll shoot next. So
Yes.
right now it's yellow red. But the next bubble, the smaller one is okay, so then as you get the idea, right? So it's like you
Yes.
can alternate
So
if you need to.
so you have to shoot the bubble of the color of the bubble on your screen.
Oh yeah. And
Yeah. What?
also
Mm, mm,
I want to add a penalty, and you can also press the bumpers to essentially like switch to a different set. It uses a
yeah.
Tetris algorithm
Yeah.
um, that essentially reshuffles your queue, so
Yeah.
it'll give you a different set if you don't find it satisfying. Now, if you want a challenge, you can disable it,
Mm,
and pressing bumpers does absolutely nothing.
yeah.
So
So so what happens if you shoot a bubble that's not of the color
should
of
I
the bubble that's on your
should
screen?
hey chat, should I show? Yeah, I'll show it. Your streaks reset and you get a miss.
I see. Right, I see.
And that will be
So
problematic as the timer counts down because
yeah, yeah, yeah,
bubbles do
yeah.
get faster. And,
Right.
when you get
I see.
10 shots in a row, so every time you like
Yeah,
clear a cluster, you get a streak. It used to
I
be like
see.
if you clear bubbles, each bubble counts as a streak, but that's too easy. Bubble Shooter Pro does it like
Mm,
if you shoot a cluster, you get a streak. One that
yeah,
counts as like one. And so I changed that's like a recent change.
yeah.
So now you get a silver bullet. And notice here,
Mm,
the
mm,
type of this is like a bomb bullet, and that does like area of effect damage. So everything
yeah,
that's in that like vicinity gets destroyed.
yeah,
And then you got the piercing bullet,
yeah.
which means like so that's area of effect. But the piercing bullet,
Mm,
which
mm,
does like piercing damage. So everything you see here. Now let me
mm,
actually see if I can get a streak.
mm.
You saw the OG version of this, right? I showed it to you in
Uh,
2024. It looked completely
I, I mean,
different.
I remember when you first started it. Yeah, you've come a long way, man. It's really cool. Yeah.
I drank a lot of white monsters, and I ended up in the emergency room at 3 a.m.
Oh no.
Mm,
Why?
kidney
Why?
stones.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Right.
I made a lot of I was gonna do some game dev that day, but health had other plans. We
Right.
were also car shopping too, so yeah,
Too much monster energy.
it did the job, but it had other. Also, you can move faster. I am burying the lead. There is a game mode I want to show you.
Yeah.
And actually we can.
So the armor piercing bullets pass through spheres to hit your target.
Yeah, so anything they touch in
Mm,
any vicinity, so they kind of
mm,
there is some little level of area of effect damage,
mm,
but
mm.
anything they touch, they just go through it. They turn into kinematic rigid bodies. Kinematic rigid bodies, like the easiest way to explain what they are is Unity's physics has nothing to do with them. Your code basically controls their behavior.
Yeah.
And so I thought, they
Right.
start out as like dynamic rigid bodies, which is what Unity like.
Yeah.
It just means like Unity does the physics on them.
Yes.
You let the
Yeah.
engine control the physics. So they
Yeah.
start out that way, but then as soon as they make contact with the first bubble,
Mm,
they then switch to kinematic, and then they
I see.
retain their velocity, their
Yeah.
position, and all the rest. Now, everything is object pooled, so the trick was to like, okay, like we gotta set it back as soon as we send it back to the pool, otherwise we'll end up with the same repeating behavior. They'll just stay in midair. And that did happen
Mm,
naturally, and I had to like figure out how to solve that.
mm,
But it was easy once I figured it out.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Claude is really good. Like it's been huge, super helpful.
Sure. That is one thing that the chat box are. Yeah.
Oh,
So
there's
there
also
is
homing
there.
bullets.
Cool. Cool. So there's one other question is do you intend to release the game it straight into full release, or do you intend to do early access first?
Straight into full release.
Right. So you don't want to do a period of like beta testing in early access.
I'll release the demo, and I'll keep
Yeah.
releasing new patches of the demo, and the demo
Yeah.
will just be like one specific biome. So like
Yeah.
the desert biome,
Yeah.
but I will have screenshots of other biomes and new screenshot. We can do
Yeah.
that. In new screen, I guess screenshots are different from capsule art. And as when the game
Yes, they are.
updates, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You sort of you don't have to update your capsule art very often usually, but you might want to regularly update your screenshots, especially if you're adding new content to the game. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's
Yeah, and you
see.
could do playtests. You can do playtests via Steam without releasing the game anyway. So you can put a button on your Steam page to invite people to join your playtest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like a
if you want to
closed
get
beta play test.
exactly a closed beta.
I
Yeah.
think Midnight would
Uh,
be the perfect candidate. Any streamer, really, anyone who streams and likes playing these kind of games are more than welcome to join.
sure, I'll play. I'll
Hell
play.
yeah!
Sounds fun.
You don't you don't have to necessarily stream. Hold on, someone's calling me. Give me like 10 seconds. I'll um
Sh-
I'll let you entertain the stream.
okay. I will try to entertain the stream. I'm here. I'm Dieter Orion.
Just don't say anything
Uh,
that'll get me banned, please.
no, no. Okay. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm not going to say anything that's bannable. I don't think I've got anything to say that's bannable. Um, so I'm very proud of Nepal because he started out as a fledgling Unity developer, and now he's getting close to releasing his first game, and he's done it all on his own. So I think that's very enterprising of Mr. Nepal that he's taken it upon himself to build a game in Unity engine, and he's programmed it all in C sharp, and he's got all of the UI and got all the UI working. This game's come a long way, so I'm really excited for the release of Bubble Tank Frenzy. Yeah,
Hey, I'm back. All right, I just had
yeah,
mail.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
all right, I'm definitely excited. Not a lot.
I didn't say anything controversial while you were away.
I mean, saying pineapple pizza is good might upset some people. I don't know.
Yeah,
That
that could cause rioting in the streets. It could.
with pitchforks and torches.
Yeah, yeah, and
Uh,
rocket launchers.
mm, mm, the worst kind. Okay. All right.
Yeah, yeah,
So I think we got a good gist of starting point. What do you think?
yeah. Sure, and with those, with those like four things, right? So what are the four things? Okay, you got your capsule art. Okay, you got your
Screenshots,
um, screenshots. You got your trailer, and then you got your text descriptions, right?
capsule, screenshot, trailer, and text descriptions.
Yeah, yeah. So if you were going to do early access, right, then you'd also have to fill out a load of early access texts. But since you're not doing early access, you don't have to do that. Yeah.
Mm. The
Um.
one of
mm,
the
mm,
people at the game space I go to
yeah.
showed me a Discord server and I got a free ebook, and they said they're against early access. I mean, I guess there's a if you're already like an established developer such as yourself,
Mm,
it makes
mm,
sense for you to do it, you know. But for
mm,
me, early access is like, I mean, doesn't make a lot of sense because this is my first game I'll be releasing. So yeah.
Well, I mean, wouldn't that be a good reason to do early access? Because the point of early access really is to get your game out there. It's essentially like it's essentially beta testing. It's opening the game up for beta testing, but like allowing the players to buy the game early, right? And then kind of beta test it for you, right? Um, I mean, I think early access is great, right? I think it's really great. I think it's a really great opportunity for indie devs, and I really do think that early access is really a tool for independent or smaller developers because with big developers, get a company like Electronic Arts or
Ugh.
Ubisoft or whatever, they have QA teams, they have quality assurance teams, so they don't need to do early access because they've got quality assurance, right? But if you're a small developer like myself, right, I don't have a QA team, right? So getting feedback from the community during early access is extremely useful for me, right, in building the game and improving the game, right?
Oh,
But
absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, the thing is, I mean, like, you can do early access or not do early access. It's really up to you. I mean, I don't think it's neither a bad thing nor a good thing. It can be a good thing or it can be a bad thing. It just depends on how you handle it. I mean, there's a game on Steam. There's a game on Steam at the moment called Exanima, which is one of my favorite games. Actually, very fun dungeon crawler, like isometric
Exanima.
dungeon. Yeah, it's a great game. Really funny game. It's got like physics-based combat. It's very cool.
Oh, I gotta
Um,
check it out then.
yeah,
um.
it's really good. The only thing is it's really hard. Right, if you think Dark Souls is hard, you got to try Exanima. Right.
I think Dark Souls
Um,
is hard.
yeah, I'll show you Exanima at some point. But Exanima has been out in early access for 8 years, right? And it's still in early access, right?
Valheim has been in early access for 10 years. Wait, since
No,
2021.
5.
5. Okay, 5.
So it came out in. Is it still in early access then?
It's set. Wait, midnight. Is it? I know you're into Valheim. Um.
It is. I just checked. It's still Valheim is still there. You go. Valheim is still in early access, right? So, and that's really cool because what that really means is that they're still developing it. That it's still in development, right? Um, so yeah, and obviously Valheim is a massively successful game. So early access can be perfectly successful, right? Um,
I suppose. I mean, I don't disagree.
yeah.
I just like the aspect of having a demo, and that kind of builds anticipate. This psychologically worked on me with Flowstone Saga.
Mhm,
And also a game that I'm in like eyeing constantly, The Last
mhm,
Moon. It has that like
mhm.
Hollow Knight art style,
Right.
and just me like playing the demo and wanting
Mhm,
more of it. I
mhm.
guess there's pros and cons to everything. I guess there's like it's not like a one size fits all. Hey, this is right, this is wrong. I mean,
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm not gonna rule out early access, but I'll
Mm.
definitely think about that.
Yeah. Do which look, it's not a huge deal, right? Um, yeah, you do what you think is right. Yeah. So and then once you've submitted those 4 things, right? Once you've got those 4 things, there's a checklist on the Steam page. Once you've completed that checklist, there's some technical stuff you have to fill in as well. Like you have to kind of fill in like your target platforms, your language preferences, that kind of stuff as well. But that's all fairly simple. That's all just check boxes. And then when you feel your Steam page is ready, you have to click your Steam page as ready for review by Steam, right?
Oh, another review process. Oh boy.
Yeah, and then the page itself will go into a review queue. And they're pretty quick about it. It's usually 2 to 3 days max. Sometimes it gets done the same day. Just depends, right? But it usually doesn't take long. Um, and then Steam will get back to you, and either they will approve your page, right? And be like, okay, everything's fine. Your page is approved, and then you're free to set it live, i.e., set it public, right? Or they will get back to you saying, okay, this is wrong, or there's a problem with this or that. And but they're always very helpful and specific about if something's wrong with the page, like something's been configured incorrectly, or one of the capsule arts is like the wrong size or something, right? Steam's very helpful.
At
So
least they tell
yeah,
you.
yeah,
Credit to
yeah,
Steam. They're very like
yeah.
detailed and methodical about it. So I do
They actually
appreciate that.
have great. Sorry, they have great customer service. Sorry, Nep. They have
Nah,
great
you're
customer
good.
service
You're good,
actually.
dude.
Yep, yep,
I know props. They're pretty. This is why his team is great.
yep,
No.
yep,
Honestly, I have zero complaints about Steam.
yep. My only complaint at the moment is that they just changed the um, the award icons, and I much preferred the old award icons.
Award. Oh, also achievements.
Yeah,
I think I can come up with achievements. That's another thing I gotta figure out how to do. Steam achievements.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think we got a good starting point, honestly.
Sure. Yep.
And today was it's technically not supposed to be a long stream. I'm just like,
Yeah.
chilling out. I think I'm
Sure.
gonna end it here because I'm getting a bit tired and I do need to. What do I need to do? Yeah, I'm gonna have to investigate my Steam account, but I don't really feel comfortable doing it on stream. So I'll probably end the
No,
stream
no,
here.
you actually shouldn't do it on stream. It's against Steam's terms of service
Yeah, okay,
to
that's definitely.
to share the information from the Steam dashboard with anybody who's not you or Steam or you or your employees, right? So definitely don't do that.
Yeah, that would not be ideal.
Yeah,
Sorry, guys. Terms of service. I'm a
yeah,
stickler for the rules.
yeah.
I don't make the rules, but I try
And
to
and
follow
you
them.
and you're worrying I was gonna get you banned. Like,
Nah, that's like I'm just trying to be. I'm just trying. Leafy is here. Streamer I used to follow.
cool,
He
cool.
disappeared in 2023. I don't know where he went.
Okay,
He'll be back one day. Um,
cool, cool. Yeah, yeah. No,
yeah,
no.
that was
Just kidding. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Don't worry. Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much for helping me with this.
Yeah, my pleasure.
This
Yeah.
boss is kind of annoying, so I'm gonna get, get out of here.
Honestly, like setting up a Steam page is it's quite straightforward once you know how, right? But it is nice to have someone like guide you through it, especially the first time, because there's a few things to sort of understand, you know. So, but yeah, I'm very happy to help, Nep. So,
Oh, absolutely. And yeah, I'm gonna thank you for watching, everybody. I know that some of this was a bit dry, but I hope the gameplay kind of made up for it. So, all right, I'm gonna end the stream here. And
thanks for fun. Good night, mates.